no lie. All you can die. Never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side. Yeah, we in it for life. I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Mexico City Diablos. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike 12, Mike 12. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Got the plan.
First down, a run with Cohen. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Wide, get wide. Bang,
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided to playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Under 10, 10. Okay, Zoom. Mike 12. Hey, here we go. Mike 12. Go. I'm coming after you.
Now it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On first down, Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Zipper. Mike, 28. Hey, exit. Go. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Dude.
Off play action. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Under pressure, and down he goes. Raekwon McMillan came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Raekwon McMillan picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run with Spiller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 11.
Ready. 12. Mike, 12. Henry. He's not going to get me. Mike, 12. Mike, 12. Here I come.
On 3rd down, Jackson going up top. And that will be incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Big play there. 91 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So from back deep in their home territory all the way into the end zone. You think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Spiller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Spiller. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Packers 6, Diablos nothing.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Shift. Sponge.
Here's Spiller. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hop on. Check 99. Ship. Watch the ship. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing at the 48-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Don't be mad. On the set.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Let's go one more. Hey, watch it.
Here's Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Hey, Haywood. Stand up. Go. Number 28. Mike. He's coming. Check in. Yo. Mike 28.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, ball's out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Check 24, check 24, 25, check 25, check 25, check 9, check 9. Wait.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Mike 9, Mike 9.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Let's go, defense. And here we go. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And some room to work. Past the 20. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Check 15, check 15. Go back. We got motion. Back up. Let it go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Tight end right. Hey, 4 down. Watch 14. Set. Yo, use you. Here comes the me, it's me.
From the gun, Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Pressure comes and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert into double coverage, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. This time Jackson will throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson operating from the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Eli Apple. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hey, let's get there. Check 26, check 26, check 37, check 37. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Hopper. 3. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Go. Mike 12. Go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Oh.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And the pressure gets to him again. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, Delta. Shoot.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Be ready. Be ready.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. From 21 yards away. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Tucker with the extra point. And to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
Go. Mike 28. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, orbit.
Looking to throw. Herbert now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Watch the pass. Check your hot read. Check.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Matt Judon. And an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. They'll run forward Tariq Cohen. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Get him, boys.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it, and he will take it in for the touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
And here's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. A 50-50 ball here, and it's